Ebonyi State Governor Dave Umahi has said those observing sit-at-home directive of the indigenous people of Biafra in the Southeast, despite its suspension, were doing so out of fear. He warned that the trend was a grave threat to the economy of the region. The governor stated this while briefing journalists after meeting with President Muhammadu Buhari at the Presidential Villa, Abuja, yesterday. He said, I think it is not more or less complying to the directive of IPOB or no IPOB, suspended or not suspended. It is a question of fear. You know, the easiest thing to do is to carry weapon and kill somebody, and that is what happened in the past, and that is why some people in Southeast are afraid of coming out. Even if you go now to the streets and say that you hold AK-47, you will see that everybody will desert the street. So it is not a question of compliance, it is a question of fear. He, however, said there was need for improved security in the Southeast to allow movement of people, especially for trade and commerce purpose. No Southeast man wants to miss a day of work. They like to work. They are into trade and commerce, and they want to earn their daily living. Security agencies must know that they owe Southeast people the duty to protect their lives. This is the reason why it appears that in some states there is compliance of the sit-at-home order, but it is the worst thing to happen because it will destroy the economy of Southeast. He said leaders of the zone, in collaboration with Ohaneze Ndigbo, were working together on how to address grievances of youth in the region against marginalization, with a view to presenting it to the president. He also announced that President Muhammadu Buhari will be visiting the state in November to commission over 20 projects comprising roads, medical centers, malls, bridges, among others. On if he and his counterparts in the region were considering encouraging the two major parties to select their candidates for the 2023 presidential election from the Southeast. Umahi said it was too early and a distraction to talk about the next election. Well, for me, I am very much entrenched in completing my projects, and I will look into politics when my tenure is remaining 1 year, which is from May 29, 2022. And I think it is the same thing with other governors of Southeast, and by extension governors of APC. My position about what you ask is that our people that are in those political parties are making the effort in selling the need for Southeast to produce the next president, but I think both the governors and Mr. President should not be distracted with elections done and won. The next thing should be governance. The governor also spoke about the relevance of the Southeast security outfit, Ibubagu, saying it is quite formidable and long and doing a great job in synergy with all the security agencies. And if you read through the newspapers, you will see a lot of exploits that are being done in the Southeast. It is quite tasking security-wise, and we are tackling it. They just like to deceive themselves. So the issue of a sit-at-home order now is saying that it's as a result of fear. It's not as if because people want to do that, but that is to tell you that you are failed in the first place. If it can get to that extent that people are afraid, whether they are afraid of the IPOB because the IPOB has already suspended, but the IPOB members are saying that the security agents, the government's security architecture are the ones who are trying to use that as an opportunity to get at the people, because they had already told their people that it's been suspended. So if you want to tell us that it's as a result of, oh, maybe they are afraid of IPOB, that means you have failed in all ramifications. It's talking about Ibibagi, which Ibibagi that is doing quite well. Really? You have gone to meet with the president. What did you discuss with the president? You were all there when they proscribe your people, but see their own people there, they cannot even proscribe them. They say they are just advanced armed robbers, and you guys are playing nonsense politics. Oh, you don't want to be distracted. And something again, he said the issue of projects and whatever. I always see these people always talk, I did this, we did this, we did this, we did that, but it is not reflecting in the lives of the people. You do projects, 20 projects that Buhari wants to come and commission November, and it's coming this month in Imo. At least some days to go. It will be in Imo State. What are they commissioning? All these people where they don't have shame from top to bottom. Iota of shame is not even in them. All the things you said you are doing, it's not reflecting at all in the lives of the people, the economy and the security. What can you say about it? What is the standard of living of the people? Because when you hear them, they will just begin to say all this. You just be wondering that are these people talking about another country, or they are talking about the same country that we are all living in? I don't understand it. It baffles one. And those who are eating from there, taking small crumbs, they will be praising them to high heavens. But in the recent, you look at it, they themselves, they know that things are not working, but because of the little things they want to get from all these politicians, they lose their integrity. With all of these things that they're saying is the same thing over and over again. And the worst part of it is that some people are on the waiting list to come and take over from them and to commit to start with the atrocities. Nigeria, we are in for a bigger trouble. Believe you me. Yeah, people are staying at home as a result of a fear, and shows that you have failed from all indications. It is a lie. With all due respect, sir, the reason is because the government, federal and state, have not given them a reason not to obey. Say the truth and nobody will kill you. The government know what to do for peace to reign. Release Nnamdi Kanu and call for dialogue. Don't wait when it is too late before you call for dialogue. Our mumu is getting higher, and anyone that refuses to obey the mumu will be killed. Okay, South is controlling, and governors of Southeast nowadays is a big shame to the government. I reject it for you by saying so. Biafra will be another Israel. Let Biafra confess. It takes two to compare. We have seen the Nigerian government. If Biafra comes and it becomes worse, as you said, then we know. For now, you are drawing conclusion based on assumption. I really pity you. Well, if you not like, sit at home. If not like, come out. Well, you think it is affecting them. Those who are affected are crying now. The people who are affected are crying. The people who think that they are not doing the right thing, but leave them and let them see. Let them experience what they want to experience, whether out of fear or not. Compliance is compliance. Obedience is obedience. There is no two ways about it or to it. Stop defending your failure. People obeying government is out of fear. People obeying IPOP Nnamdi Kanu out of love, because he is truly a leader. Unlike you traitors who have sold Igbo land because of personal gain, wealth, political positions and aggrandizement. By beefing security in the Southeast, you mean sending Operation Python or Crocodile Fulani Janjaweed and Efulefu as 60 as no mequatalism.